Check this out. This object, we translate it into an orthographic. So that means you have the top view, as you can see right here. Then you have the front view, which means you flip it down this way. And then the last view would be the side view, which I didn't draw yet. But today, we're going to do an isometric. An isometric is kind of like this. You get to see three sides. You're going to see the front view, the side view, and the top view all at once. And it starts here. Okay? All right. Okay, hold on. Show that to everybody. All right, I'm Mr.G. This is your orthographic into isometric. Get your pencil ready. And here, this is the way to go. The Dixon Ticonderoga. Used to be made in Jersey City. Now there's condos. Okay. All right, you guys ready? Let's do this. All right, I got the class right here. What's your name again?
Andrew.
Andrew's nice enough. He's going to hold the camera right about here. Okay, boom. All right. So, take your paper. First thing you're going to do is you're going to put like a dividing line right down the middle. All right, everybody go do that. So, kind of like the orthographic, right? All right. Let me see that paper for a second. Nope, this one. Okay. Now don't forget. Okay. You got to think about all the sides, right? So the first thing you want to do with an isometric is you're going to put down kind of like the ground, right? So the ground's going to go right here. I'm going to put a little dot so you know that there's a spot right there, okay? So it's kind of like this, all right? I'm going to show you guys. I'm just showing the class right now, okay? And then I put it back down here in front of the camera. All right, now, does everybody know 45 degrees?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to show you what 45 degrees looks like. Okay? 45 degrees looks like this. It's halfway. What's it halfway to? 90. Okay? So go ahead and take a look at that. Right? You know what we'll do? Every time I lift up, so the camera's not looking at November calendar, we'll look at that. All right? Okay. So halfway, put in your 45, right? But just take a guess on it. It's halfway to 90. Does that make sense? You guys see that? All right, we're moving quick on this one because we got the camera rolling. All right, now, what would be like a little less than 45? I want 30 degrees because an isometric drawing is 30 degrees, okay? So we're going to go ahead and put that in. We're going to guess on it for now. And then we're going to have the other side is going to be similar. That's going to be 30 degrees as well. Okay, so I'm going to put in my degrees here to here and just put a little thing right here. Okay, excellent. And then when I pull it, the camera looks back at that. It's kind of a cool technique, right? Okay, take a look. 30 degrees coming off of both sides of that bottom. Don't forget to put your bottom line in. Does this make sense? Too much? Yeah? Okay. So let me emphasize. This is the bottom line. Okay? There you go. I wrote down bottom line on there. Boom. Bottom line. Mira. Okay. Okay, so that's the bottom line, all right? Now, that is going to be the corner of this object. So I'm just going to put a little, like a draw it. That's going to be this corner right here. Okay? Now, I'm going to go up to kind of a guesstimate right about here and the same amount over here. Okay? A guesstimate's like an estimate with no evidence. Okay? So now I've got my two spots, and you could almost arc them. You could almost arc it right here. Like this would be the same amount. You take your thumb and you just go boop, boop, boop. It's like a measurement, right? Okay, so take a look. You see those two dots? No? Yeah? Okay, they're being super quiet because the camera's rolling, but that was nice. That's good. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Now they're making noise. Okay, but it's good. I'm going to circle the dots so that you know where they are. Okay, there's 3 so far. You see them? You caught up? What's wrong? You gave up? Ah, dude, don't give up. You're so... Look, do it. Do it, man. Look. Okay. All right, so now, if you notice, the bottom, the drawing here has dots on it. So there's this piece here. Look at the camera. So this piece here, right? That's that corner. Your hand's shaking. You might have to switch hands. Are you dying? Don't die. Okay. Notice over here, right? You got a dot at the front. There's a dot at the back, right there. All the dots correspond to the parts on the truck, right? Breathe. Raise up the camera a little. There you go. That's much better. This is like a workout. You dying? Okay, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it. All right. So now what we're gonna do is, do you know what parallel is?
Yeah, it's right next.
Parallel means what?
Lines on the
The lines never meet, no matter how long they are. If it's like this, they'll eventually touch. Parallel, right? So what we're going to do is, I'm going to do a parallel line to here. Let's see. Try and take a guess on the parallel. And use your shoulder to do the guessing. Okay? And then the same thing goes here. I'm going to do another parallel line right there. And what does that do? It gives you like almost like a diamond shape, but it's a square that's in perspective. Okay, is this starting to make sense? Boom, for the viewers at home, they get it. How about you guys? You see the diamond?
baseball field.
What?
Baseball field.
Baseball field. Draw a baseball field. Exactly. We gotta make it kid friendly. Okay, so then here would be like the pitcher's mound or whatever, and here's the base and this is first base, second base, third base, and home base. Who's on first? What's on second? You guys don't even know that joke. Anybody know that joke? Yeah, there you go. You seen it? That's good stuff. Okay. All right, so if you notice, we're using a shape. Now, what I did with this car is, you could see that what I did was you make a box around the car. And that's basically what we're doing right now. We're making a box, right? So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go straight up 90 degrees. I'll fill in the 90 right here. Okay? Straight up 90 degrees. Okay? And that goes for all of them. Straight up 90, straight up 90. You don't have to draw the front one just yet. Okay? So these are all rising up at 90 degrees, okay? Go ahead and do that. If you're following along on the video, whenever I say go ahead and do that, you can just go ahead and do that. Just like the class. Like right now the class is doing that. Okay, you guys see the lines rising up at 90? Okay, 90 to the bottom of the page. Okay, now the next thing we're going to do is take a look at this thing right here. Now you know that the top is not as wide as the bottom, but that's okay because in this view, the first thing you do is draw the scaffolding almost like on a building. So I'm going to do another parallel line. I'm going to say this is the top. We'll take a guess on that. Make them the same. So right here, okay, and you want to make it parallel, just about there. Okay, right there. Are you dying? Okay, is the camera shaking? Okay. He's all right. This guy's holding the camera for you guys at home. Okay? All right? And here we go. And then all parallel lines again. And you got the same situation. Now you have like a box that's standing up.
Wait, how'd you do
that? How'd I do that? Okay, so what I did was, you got the parallel lines. Do you have that? Okay, parallel lines, right? Then these are 90. Then parallel to here, you come across and you put them like that. So these are parallel.
So, okay.
parallel. There's 3 parallels. 1, 2, 3. Does that make sense?
So I do a parallel up here.
Yep. 3 parallels. And I'll name them. 1, 2, and 3. And then same thing here. This will be like 1A, 2A, and 3A. Okay? You guys see that? Take a look. 1, 2, and 3. They're all parallel at 30 degrees. Catch up, man. Just put lines down. Make sense? Yeah? Well, there's a video, so you'll get to do this. You get to reference back. Okay, now I know that the top of this is smaller than the bottom. You could even see it in the camera, right? You okay? Okay. So, what?
I'm still stuck on this part.
No, you're not. Look. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Where's the third one? Okay, that's the top. So now this one here, the top, so I'm going to draw a square that's inside of that top square because I know that it's smaller than the base. Okay? And then I'm going to put a dot, I'm going to put a dot, and I'm going to put a dot, and I'm going to put it, and this one's parallel here, put a dot. So now, okay, let's pause there and I'll show the crowd. Okay? Let's take a look, right? You guys see that I drew a square inside a square, yes? Square inside a square, yeah?
Does this look like a square to you?
Yeah, perfect. Okay, go ahead and take your before photos, right? Because the class does before and after photos, right? Okay, now I'm going to connect. I'm going to call this A. Dot A to dot B. I'm going to connect them now. Okay, and that is your taper right there. Okay, dot A, I'm going to circle it. Dot A to dot B. Go ahead. Dot A to dot B. See it? You guys see that? And it happens here too. Look at all these dots, right? Take a look at the camera. And then look over here. All these dots get connected. Don't forget, Mr. G's workshop. That's the place where you learn stuff. Okay. Now, same thing over here. I'm going to connect this one. Okay? I'm going to connect this one. This would be dot C and D. C and D. What's up? Yeah, look. No, you're cool. Look, here. Watch. And then this one too. You're cool. You're cool. Okay. So now it's starting to look like the thing. It's starting to. You see it now?
Yeah.
It's a little tall. I'll be honest. I think I overestimated the height compared to this one, but the general shape is starting to show up. Right? Make sure you hold it like
I don't see it.
right here. Okay, it's okay. Breathe. Okay. You're doing good. Okay.
Inside a box.
All right, they're figuring out if I'm legit yet. Okay, they're figuring out. Okay, don't forget. Take a look at it. Okay, now
I'm cheating. I'm using it really right.
this one here would just come straight down because you won't see the taper because it's right in front of you. Okay, so you could go, A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay, they would just come straight down right there, right? Now, what's missing? What's missing from this?
Doors.
The doors. Exactly. Now the doors, those are cool. It's easy. They just follow the side. So all you got to do is pick which side you're going to be on. Here's like a center line. And then just on either side, just make a line that goes parallel to this, and then just cut it off right there.
Wait, what?
So now, just look at this. Look at this. It's just like your orthographic drawing, which is. Oh, here. Let me see that. Quick. So it's just like this. That's all you're doing. Okay. just like the front view. So you're basically drawing the front view right onto one of the sides, and then you're cutting it off. Now, let's show the crowd. Take a look. Did you guys see that? Okay, they're being super quiet. That's okay. All right. And what? Tell me what's missing. What's missing from the bottom of the door? Like, yeah, so you'd have to start erasing. So now you got to get rid of the bottom of the door, right? But also the floor is parallel to here. So the floor goes in like this. And then you'd have to erase any line. Now you're erasing. Any line that does not belong there needs to get erased. And you could even like shade this in a little bit to show that this is deep inside like an Egyptian cave or something like that, or Egyptian tomb. And you can use your thumb or your finger to smooth it out. Take a look. Doesn't it look three-dimensional now?
Is that even a door, bro?
It's kind of like a walkway entrance, you know? Back in the
Don't
day,
talk about mine.
Back in the day, they were like, we don't need doors. So now, the only thing you're doing now is you're erasing. So take your eraser and get rid of any line that's not supposed to be there on the inside of the object. So that's all I'm doing now, is I'm getting rid of lines, and I don't need these lines anymore because they're just confusing to the eye. Even though I can kind of see the object because your brain figures it out. But for the viewer, you know, for like whoever you're sending this to, they don't like to see these lines because they don't understand why they're there. But you know why they're there because you built it. Okay, that was the inside of the object. Take a look. Now is it starting to come together, pop out at you? Do you see it? You guys could say yes, it's okay. Or you could say no.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm just gonna watch this video later.
You're gonna watch the video. Okay, good. That's why I do it. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take away the scaffolding. I'm gonna get rid of all the things around it. You ever see in New York City or even in whatever West New York, what they do is they have the scaffolding that goes up around the building as they build it, and then when they're done, they just take it away. And that's exactly what we did. We just get rid of all the ladders and cranes and you know, they look like ladders stacked on ladders. The scaffolding, the thing people climb up, and they're, you know, even the people putting in the window washing or whatever, you know, all that stuff. That's all got to go because eventually it's just going to be a building sitting there, and that's it. And you could even kind of put a little bit of shade in there, just a little bit, just to give it some. And then definitely in here on the floor would be dark until the light comes in. All right, we're pretty much done. Check it out. What do you guys think? These guys, they've never been so quiet now that the camera's rolling. Okay, all right. Throw a big Mr.G on there, or your name, and take your after photo. Boom, and call it. This is what's this called, guys? Do you know?
Isometric.
The isometric.
Is it bad that I forgot to take my before photo?
Isometric.
Dang.
Okay. All right, we're almost done with the video. All right, cool. So that's how you do isometric from orthographic. So this is how we started, and this is the object, right? And we top view, front view, and then I didn't do the side view, but I could do that right now. So the side view is always lined up, and it's simple. It's just like that. Same width, basically, except this one doesn't have the door because it would be this, basically, and that's the side. Okay, and then from there, you learned today how to do an isometric. Booyakasha. All right. Thank you. You got to give it up for him. Good job. Okay, this is my class, everybody. They've been waiting so patiently. Give it up for them. All right, give yourselves a hand. Okay, I'm Mr. G, and this was isometric from orthographic. I hope this helped. You can pause the video and you can fast forward. You can throw it out, whatever you want to do. Okay? All right, check it out. I'm Mr.G on Instagram and Ron Grossing on YouTube. See you later.